One of the most popular fights in the Jujutsu Kaisen manga is probably Team Gojo versus Toji. I mean, to be fair, this fight was really well made. I mean, it wasn't exactly a fight, it was like two fights being combined, which weren't really long, just like Sukuna versus Gojo, obviously. Though the fight itself was pretty, like, peak, to say the least. But something that I realized that a lot of people usually argue is that pre-Awakens Teen Gojo gets low diffed by Toshi. Now, in the fight, yes, in the first round, which right away had pre-Awakened Gojo, Teen Gojo, rather than Awakened Teen Gojo, Gojo got low diffed, but the reason is not that he was pre-Awakened. There are more reasons about why he got low diffed. Could Toji beat Gojo in a battle that didn't have these fly heads, and also where Gojo knew that Toji was coming for him and knew Toji's abilities? So if we gave both of these guys prep time, who would win in the end? Okay, so let's talk about why Gojo lost this battle. Firstly, one of the main reasons Gojo lost this battle was because he was extremely weakened. You see, he was awake for days after days, which obviously exhausts you and obviously nerfs your stats and senses. And normally his speed is equal to Toji, if not even a bit higher. How do I understand? This is actually pretty simple. After getting awakened, the only advantage that Gojo had was the fact that now he had learned reverse curse technique. Obviously, reverse curse technique gave him the ability to be able to regenerate, gave him red and purple. Though again, to simplify it, he just got reverse curse technique. The other ones just got created because he got reverse curse technique. So the only thing that he learned was how to reverse his cursed energy's output. So in overall, his cursed energy did not multiply. It did not increase. Nothing changed. Only thing that he learned was to be able to reverse his cursed energy. So what are we like? So technically, this means that he also did not get any speed buffs. Now, obviously, Gojo was lying there for a pretty, some time, and he had a few hours to be able to prepare before fighting Toji, obviously. And here, I'd say Gojo had a gigantic advantage. Here, Gojo knew who he was fighting against. At first, Gojo got stabbed. The main reason that he got stabbed was because he wasn't prepared for the fight and didn't know that Toji was coming for him. In a fight where both of the characters know that they're going to be fighting each other, Gojo would obviously have Infinity turned on, and because of that, Toji wouldn't be able to use a normal sword, so he would be using the Inverted Spear of Heaven to be able to bypass Infinity. Another important point here is that Gojo would also know what Inverted Spear of Heavens is. And because of this fact, he would try to avoid it as much as possible, just like he did it when he was awakened. Now, I don't know if that was his purpose while flying, but it worked pretty well. So Toji would be using his chain to be able to reach out to him, as he would be flying at that point. And let's assume that he's flying and Toji is indeed using the chains. As Gojo wouldn't be tired, he would be able to dodge the blades just like he did against Toji before, which obviously gives him a huge advantage. All Toji needs to do is just hit him one or two times to be able to kill him. Maybe the first time won't kill him, maybe heck even the second time might not kill him at first, but because of the blood loss that he probably will have, he will at some point die. So I'd say 2 or 3 times hitting is enough. Here, Toji obviously in their third fight was also a bit weakened as he fought both Gojo and Geto, but to be fair, because he had the Soul Split Katana, he low diffed Geto while also low diffing Gojo as he was exhausted. So because of all of this, I would say in the battle between Awakened Gojo and Toji, Toji wasn't extremely exhausted, maybe a bit. That maybe lowered his agility and speed a bit, but I wouldn't say a lot. So even if Gojo didn't have a speed gap like he had against Toji while fighting him as Awakened Gojo, he would at least somewhat be able to react to Toji, unlike what we saw in the first battle against Toji. So here he would always be able to detect where Toji is, as Toji again couldn't be able to attack him without the inverted spear of heaven. Okay, let's assume that he just did not use the inverted spear of heaven until he got near Gojo. Again, it would be impossible for him to get near Gojo, as Gojo would be flying. Not exactly impossible, as he can jump there, as we saw that Toji's jumps are crazy high and long. Though, again, the chances are a bit lower here. Gojo would also pretty much just use this card a lot, and usually play more of a defensive card, as now he knows that the inverted sphere of heaven can actually kill him. So not only Gojo's and Toji's speed gap is much lowered right now, he also has an advantage as he is prepared for the attacks that are incoming to him. You see, in the battle against Toji, he also thought that Amanai was in danger, so when he turned around, Toji arrived. And at that point, Toji used the Inverted Spear of Heaven, as there won't be any Amanai to worry about here. And as he would again know that Toji would just try to sneak upon him with the Inverted Spear of Heaven, he would be able to guard himself much better. Again, the only problem I see are pretty much the Inverted Spear of Heaven combined with chains, but that's not a huge issue anyways. Let's talk about the offense of Gojo a bit. Gojo only has blue at this point, which although isn't perfect, he can still do a lot. I mean, at this point, blue was pretty powerful when Gojo was an adult, but Teen Gojo didn't really use blue that effectively, to be honest. But still, it wasn't that bad though. The maximum output blue was obviously somewhat a waste against Toji. It wasn't a total waste, to say the least. He was at least able to somewhat understand where Toji was coming from, but he could have used it a bit better, I think. If they were to fight in an area now that was better, obviously Gojo would have a higher chance of winning, as he wouldn't be using his cursed energy on maximum output blue at that time. But again, we are arguing that they are fighting at the same location, just that Gojo is prepared for the fight. Now, I really do not see how Gojo would be able to actually bring Toji down. I see it as if Toji's durability is a bit too much for Gojo's blue. I do not have obvious blue proof, and Jutsu Kaisen's inverse scaling is a bit confusing. It probably wouldn't work, as Toji is roughly as strong as Maki, which could endure multiple attacks from Sukuna, which obviously the 20-finger Sukuna full form attacks would scale above a normal blues attacks. Maybe maximum output could stand a chance, I'm not really sure, but I guess it's kind of up to discussion here. So all I want to say is that this fight is closer than what people think. I do not exactly have an idea here about whether Toji or Gojo would win. I think Toji would probably win extreme or high diff or something, but even a pre-awakened Team Gojo stands a huge chance against Toji, and the battle is again much closer than it would be